In today's video, we're going to be talking about how stacking the silver and the gold is more than just about simply having the money. At least that's how it is for me. It's about asset ownership and everything that comes along with it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about both silver and gold because it's more than just coins. Asset ownership and everything that comes along with it. And it's not just about the precious metals. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Got the limited edition DYDSS Halloween tees available in 3 different colors, as well as the DYDSS Fight Collection, helping raise a little bit of funds and awareness for the National Breast Cancer Foundation. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. But today, as I'm filming the video, it is Thursday, October 7th, 2021. The video is actually going to be dropping on either Saturday or Sunday. I'm not sure which one just yet, but regardless, I have no idea what the spot price is going to be whenever the video comes out, so head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. But today, I actually just posted a photo on my Instagram page. I'll put the picture right up here on screen so you could see it. It's just a maple leaf sitting in a tree. I decided to get creative. I took some coins, rounds, and bars, and I took all types of pictures. And I'm going to be posting them maybe once or twice a week until I run out. So if you want to follow me on Instagram to check them out, you're more than welcome to do so. But what's more important than the picture is the caption. See, what I've been trying to do as of lately is I wanted to take cool pictures and I wanted to post them up on social media, and I wanted to put captions that were something of value, something worth reading, not just some little quote or something that I found or just a detailed description of what the picture is. No, I decided to write something out. And the first line is, "They say money doesn't grow on trees, but this maple leaf says otherwise." That was just the headline, but everything underneath it, I actually wrote something out that I think is actually pretty important. So if you want to read it, you're more than welcome to do so. But what I wanted to do in this video is kind of deep dive into what the caption was really fully about, because it's not just about money. See, everything you see on screen right here, you see a whole bunch of silver, you see a little bit of gold over here on the right side. What is this stuff? It's real money. It's not currency. It's not fiat. It's none of that glorified IOU debt note dollar bill nonsense. This is real, true, honest money. No matter where you go. It's internationally recognized as money, it's constitutionally recognized as money, and it's biblically recognized as money. Silver and gold. Regardless of how you feel, your feelings, your opinions do not matter when the facts are on the table, and what's on the table right now, real, true, honest money. Speaking of money, I find it kind of odd, and I've been thinking recently, how come teachers at school and friends at work and family at home always tell you to save your money, but they never tell you why or what you should be saving for? They just tell you to save. That's all I ever heard growing up. Save your money, save your money, save your money. But for what, though? Just for the sake of saving? I mean, think about it. They're printing dollar bills by the trillions. What do I need to save my dollars for when so many more are up for grabs? It's not like there's a shortage of cash, only a shortage of people willing to go get it. And by the way, that is not in reference to the shortage of workers right now. I've been saying that for years. There's not a money shortage, there's only a shortage of people willing to work for it. Regardless of the unemployment situation, that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. But it's true, if you think about it. There's a shortage of people that are dreaming big, thinking big, and doing big things. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not encouraging anyone to go and recklessly spend their life savings on nonsense or burn through their savings or or all of their cash, or to do something ridiculous with their cash that is a literal waste of cash. That's not what I'm saying. I just personally have made peace with the fact that there's absolutely nothing I can do to compete with the Federal Reserve and their printing press, especially if I don't put my currency to work for me. Because the way I see it is, I go to work every day, so why should I let my currency do the opposite? If I'm not going to sit at home being unproductive, why would I let my currency sit at home being unproductive? You see, cash, I wouldn't say is king. Some people say it's king. Some people say cash is trash. I wouldn't say either. I wouldn't say that cash is exactly trash, but cash by itself, getting absolutely nothing done, is. See, cash is a tool, and when it's used correctly and properly, it can create real, true, honest wealth. I'm talking generational wealth. It can be used to buy assets that are far more valuable than any little piece of paper with an old president's picture on them. See, it's not about the currency. That's not how things are measured. That's not how things are determined. That's not how things are valued. That's how things are priced. Price is what you pay. Value is what you get. And if I were to use my dollar bills to acquire, let's just say, some silver and gold, everything you see on screen right here was acquired because I used my cash as a tool. I traded, I converted my currency into all of this right here. So now that I have this right here, I don't sit around looking at this and being like, wow, this is worth so many dollars. That's not what I say. That's not how I view it. That's not what I think. And most of the people who are interested in and participate in asset ownership and acquisitions view it the same way, even if they're not involved in the precious metals. You see, that's where true power lies. Asset ownership. Ownership of real money, like silver and gold. Ownership of stocks, aka portions of the world's strongest companies. Ownership of real estate, rental properties, warehouses, farmland. Ownership of your own business, aka your own economy, essentially. Ownership of wealth building, net worth growing, cash flow producing assets. That's what it's all about, at least for me. And that's where my focus will remain. Now you might be wondering, well, why is that? It's because I want to help people. It would be selfish of me to dream smaller and to settle for less. See, I want to be able to give people jobs so they can support their families. But how am I going to do that if I don't grow a small business into a larger business? Which, who knows, maybe a couple of decades down the road, that larger business might eventually turn into a company, full-blown company. I also want to put roofs over people's heads. How am I going to do that if I don't buy homes? How am I going to do that if I don't acquire rental properties? I also want to feed members of the community. How am I going to do that if I don't own farmland where food can be grown? I want to launch nonprofit organizations. I want to be able to donate large sums of cash to causes that I care about. How am I going to do that if I don't have the cash flow? How am I going to do that if I don't have the money or have the currency or have the money or the assets that produce currency for me? See, something that I learned early on, or maybe I shouldn't say early on, I learned last year, a little over a year ago, I learned that every time I go to work and I'm trading my time for dollars, I'm doing my thing, I'm working my face off, putting the blood, sweat, and tears into making it happen. A little bit of time goes by and I can pretty much conduct a performance evaluation on myself and take a look at my, let's just say, my quarterly earnings. I can take a portion of those quarterly earnings and invest them back in. You know what else I can do simultaneously? I can take a portion of those quarterly earnings and I can plant them elsewhere. Someone else's business, someone else's company, someone else's brands. So that way, the end of the following quarter, I'll have my own quarterly earnings once again, but I'll also get a small portion of their quarterly earnings as well. This is something that I always knew, but I never really fully understood. I was never able to fully grasp it on my own. And then I came to realize that that's something that people do. This is a real life strategic tactic. It's all about asset acquisitions and asset ownership. Very similar could be said about the silver and the gold as well, because they are, after all, an asset. Very valuable asset. Like I said, internationally recognizes money. Biblically recognizes money. Constitutionally recognizes money. Real, true, honest money. The dollar bill, on the other hand, that's diminishing. That's on its way out the door. It's depreciating every second of every minute of every hour of every day of every week of every month of every year of every decade since it was created. It's not real. The dollar bill, that's fake. It's not a real thing. It only has value because we were told that it has value, and we've all come to the agreement that it has value. But does it have value? No. It's a piece of paper. That's all it is. It's not real. It was designed to be an IOU, aka, potentially, IOU silver or IOU gold. IOU assets. That's what it's all about. Asset ownership. And the funny thing about asset ownership is that those who own the assets are favored during tough times economically. Not to mention, the tax code favors them. The tax code favors those who are investors, business owners, and landlords. Coincidentally, the tax code was also written by investors and business owners and landlords. So go figure. So it made me think to myself, maybe I should be doing what they're doing. Potentially on a much smaller scale. You don't need to be a millionaire. You don't need to be a top 1% income earner. You don't need to have a net worth or an income of hundreds of thousands of dollars. You don't need to be the owner of potentially the next Walmart or the next Tesla. It doesn't have to be anything like that. It could be on a very, very, very small scale. And you still get the perks, you still get the benefits. Not to mention, during economic uncertainty and when the country, or as we learned last year, when the planet is going through incredibly difficult and dark financial hardships, who gets the helping hand first? Would it be the investors, business owners, and landlords? Or would it be the 99%, aka everybody else? See, something that I came to realize last year was that the average Joe got left out in the rain. When we're going through tough times, the average Joe is not cared about, is not even remembered, not even considered, does not matter. The business owners, many of them were given business loans to help keep them afloat during these tough times. Many of those business loans ended up being interest-free business loans. Many of those interest-free business loans ended up being forgivable interest-free business loans. The landlords, what did they get to help keep them afloat? Mortgage forbearance. If they're the owner of a rental property, their mortgage was put on pause. But the guy next door, who's working his face off to pay his mortgage, to keep a roof over his head and over his wife and his kids' heads, he was forced to keep paying. And guess what? He got his job taken away. So how is he supposed to pay the mortgage if he got his income taken away? Investors, they weren't directly given a helping hand, but they were indirectly given a helping hand, because if they were investing in these massive corporations or in the markets, and when everything tanked, these massive corporations, the market got bailed out, which indirectly bailed out the investor. What did the average Joe get? What did everybody else get? What did the 99.999% of everyone else get? We got a little stimulus check. We got our jobs taken away. We got to sit there, starving, wondering when we're going to be allowed to go get paid again. And we had to wait, 6 or 7 months before we even got the second stimulus? And then we had to wait another couple of months to get the third. See, most people are living paycheck to paycheck. As sad as that sounds, that's the reality. Not last year. They weren't living paycheck to paycheck anymore. They were forced to live stimulus to stimulus. Does that sound like we're favored? Does that sound like we're prioritized? Does that sound like we're cared for in any way, shape, or form? We're the ones who go to work every day. We're the ones who put in the blood, sweat, and tears. We're the ones who get hurt on the job. We're the ones who die on the job. We're the ones who are actually keeping the country afloat. Not these little politician dorks. It was us. It's always been. And how were we rewarded? We got our jobs taken away. That's how we were rewarded. We were essentially fired and put on house arrest, if you think about it. Being a little bit over dramatic, I'm exaggerating a little bit just to paint a picture, but it's the truth. It's the people who own assets that are favored. So I figured, I was like, okay, you know what? If I want some of the perks, if I want some of the benefits, if I want some of the freedom, if I want some of the success, if I want some of the wealth, if I want some of the ability to provide jobs for people, put roofs over people's heads, if I'm ever going to be able to do any of the things that I want to do, maybe I should take some notes. Maybe I should evaluate who's doing what and what's working. Because what I'm doing over here is not really working so well. Maybe I need to change things up. If I'm not getting what I want, maybe I should be doing something that I've never done before. Maybe I should be somewhat following the leader in a way. Maybe I should be doing what they do, so maybe I can get some of what they have. It just made sense to me. Something clicked. And I've always had that mindset, but I really woke up to the fact about 1.5 years ago. And ever since then, I've been going full throttle. In no way, shape, or form am I going to sit here, hey, look at me, I made all these smart, wise investments, and now I'm a millionaire, and I own all of this real estate and these companies. No, absolutely not. Like I said before, I'm doing what they do, but on a much smaller scale. See, I don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars to work with. I'll evaluate, I'll be strategic, I'll strategize, I'll figure out what the next best move is, and I'll take it from there. So anyway, that's essentially what the caption of that photograph that I put on Instagram was all about. If you want to go and check out the actual picture and give it a like, I'd really appreciate that. The link to my Instagram and my Twitter will both be in the description. It's at Mykie DYDSS on both, just like it is right here on YouTube, at MYKIEDYDSS. That's it. That's all. Don't forget to get your 2 free stocks by downloading Webull and making a deposit of any amount. It could be as little as a penny. They'll give you 2 free random stocks, and then if you refer 3 of your friends to the app, they'll give you $150 fractional share of Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, or Google. Link in the description. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. And what are your thoughts on asset ownership? Is that something that you're in line with? Is that something that you agree with? Is that something that you disagree with? If so, let me know why. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic and your response to anything that I said in today's video about owning assets, whether it be stocks, whether it be businesses, whether it be real estate, or whether it be precious metals. And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller and easier to manage. I'm posting exclusive VIP-only adventure vlogs. I also do giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shoutouts, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to hit that subscribe button like a Karen hits a bus window. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. A bunch of brand new videos over there. Go check them out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 3,000 subscribers. We just hit 2,000, and I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products. T-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which by the way is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations. Got the limited edition DYDSS Halloween tees available in 3 different colors, as well as the DYDSS Fight collection, raising a little bit of funds and awareness for the National Breast Cancer Foundation for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again, what are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video? When it comes to asset ownership, regardless of what that means to you, whether it be owning farmland or whether it be owning rental properties or whether it be owning stocks, or whether it be owning your own business and creating your own economy, or owning the precious metals, real, true, honest money, as opposed to doing what everybody else is doing, which isn't very much. Saving for the sake of saving. Teachers, friends, family, all telling you to save. Well, guess what? Fact of the matter is, I can't save my way to making anything happen. Anything that I want to do, I can't make it happen by just simply saving currency. It doesn't work that way. What I'm going to do is a little bit different. And what I'm going to do is going to take a whole lot of work. So head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.